Hello guys, today we are taking on Armageddon LGD. This is the first day of the trial, so I may not be very familiar with the mechanics as of late, but since this is grindy, I think that um, I might as well make a video now. Now, aside from the mission challenges, we also have extra challenges in which we get rewards according to the number of units that we bring. So the best way that we can do it is we bring 5 units. That is sufficient in order to beat the boss, and we can have the final unit, the 6th unit, to be some random 1-star that can just die, and we clear it anyway, and then we grind it to 25 different units. So to illustrate, right now I have used 8 different units. I am using the 9th one. Alright. The missions are Esper, Limit Burst, Clear without an ally. So, what unit, what friend unit are we looking for? Definitely an Esther. We want an Esther with a non-elemental weapon. Or could be one with an elemental weapon that is lightning. But we find that Esther. There's a better Esther down here because we have this Esther actually has Earth Resist, but let's just use the Esther that does not have Earth Resist. Now, how do we build our Esther? Well, for one thing, we need Earth Resist on this Esther, but for most things, we just want the standard TDH, and we want to have Machina and Stone damage. For this thing, it's Grand Star, and also Golem has those killers. So it's Stone, so we do Stone killers, and that's how we build our damage dealer. Next is, how do we build our tank? The answer is full evade. The reason being is the boss will have a physical attack that has fixed damage that can be evaded. So we want Bosch to be full evade. So this is the gear, full evade. And then this is gonna be our healer and at the same time breaker. CG Lid and Fina. It is built for Earth Resist, all status immune, and some LB, but it's really not necessary. Okay, I'm just gonna put something here. Okay. And Ayaka is actually the optional. As you can see, that is the only unit that is not used. This can be any unit as long as it can survive, or if you don't care about the missions, like you just want an extra unit to clear, then you don't need to bring something that do not survive. And lastly, we have Sylvie. Sylvie is built for defense. She already has built-in Dispel Ga, so that's something that we will need later. And also, she's built for Earth Resist. To recap, guys, we basically have 5 units on our main team. We have a breaker and at the same time a healer. We have Bosch as the tank. We have our damage dealers. And then we have our support, our buffer, Sylvie. And then we will bring an extra unit whose only purpose is to fill in the extra units. All right, so this one is Ayaka. All right, let's go. Okay, first thing he does is to remove our HP. So we do that, we deal with it by healing. Oh yeah, the bonus unit that we have, on this case Ayaka, must have Barstone Rock that is coming from the Esper Titan. that is what we are going to do. We are gonna cast Barstone Ra. So first thing is we heal, then we cast Barstone Ra. Then we are going to break with double break with Sylvie. And we are going to use Esther. So that's 2 out of 6 of 2 out of 5 limit bursts. Alright. So what we are gonna do is we use Dawn Guard. So what it's gonna do is do a bunch of attacks. Landslide and Shaking Earth is met with our Earth Resist. You can see that's a lot of Shaking Earths. Then what we are gonna do is we are gonna heal. And we will do our Shock Embrace Double Bolting Strike. Shock Embrace Double Bolting Strike. Okay, we passed 50%. So the way we buff here is we want to buff that. We want to buff all the Earth Resist. And finally, we want a Gracious Knight. With Bosch, what we do is we just physical cover. And Ayaka, we just defend. Remember, Ayaka is actually our... Okay, at 60%, he is going to do that. It's going to reduce. And then, what's worse is that he buffs himself. So, what we do is we need to dispel that with Dispel Ga. Alright? We need to break with Bosch. And we heal with Summer Lid and Fina. Alright, we defend. And this is not gonna do anything, but this is just for our Leviticus version that is already 4. Shaking Earth. And it's gonna do some Rock Slide. Then do Shattering Earth. Alright. It's not gonna do anything. So here we can do Triple Bolting Strike. Not gonna do anything. He is still immune. And Sylvie, what we do is we want to cast our double protection. We just defend with Ayaka, we heal with Fina, and we are gonna defend with Dawn Guard. Alright? Alright? So now he no longer has the resistances. What we do is we can do our final LB for the LB mission. Done with the LB mission. We just need to evoke an Esper, but that's gonna be so much of an issue. This Bosch is gonna do it. We're gonna have Spring Cleaning and Earth Resist. Gonna heal, and again we defend with Ayaka because we do not want to use Ayaka because he is supposedly the sacrifice hero later on. Alright, so now we have our Esper mission, our Esper. So we do our Esper to Bosch. Alright. storm clouds and then double bolting strike. So we do storm clouds and then double bolting strike, and we strike them. Alright, that's about it. And we do beach parasol. And this is the 6th turn. So what we do is we do gracious knight, and then we reduce the magic damage. Now we defend. Shell is cracked. Alright. Alright. So what we do is we do absolute right theories. It's gonna stick around to 4%. So what we do here is we can actually use our auto revive at this particular stage. But let's just keep it up like we did before. We defend, and if you notice, this no longer has the break. So what we do is we break with Sylvie again. There you go. And then we are going to do Dawn Guard. Shall I scrap, do scramble, do shattering earth, does his execution, shaking earth, and rock slide and scramble, they are gonna be dodged. We even died to that. Alright, so that's about all missions. So if you want to do the extra challenges, you just have to replace Ayaka with someone else, let it die, and then grind your way to 25 different missions. Okay, that's about it. Thanks for watching.